Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. You are now watching us in the Masterwork. Thank you guys for all the likes, the shares, the comments. To the new people that's been subscribing, what up though? Make sure y'all continue to tell a friend why, so we all can be friends. And to my old subscribers, 133 on the clock, that's been rocking with me since sliced bread or however long you've been rocking with me. As long as you continue to rock with me. Now let's go ahead and slide into this message and see what it's giving. Because it's pretty much giving the truth and always giving the truth, the divine truth. So help me, ELOHYM, God Almighty, the Most High, Allah, the source, the creator, and my divine forces. Now I know y'all see the title. You see the title. Now before we get into this, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all. This is a realm that I went to, that I engaged in with God Almighty myself. So ain't ain't none of these hoes in the tarot community should be speaking on this. They don't know nothing of this, and me speaking on it, it's gonna be the first time that they heard it, and it's gonna be the first time that some of y'all heard it too. Well, a lot. God Almighty said. Remember a long time ago, I said I was gonna tell you what is the name of the promised land, but we just gonna call it the promised land, right? I said in divine timing. Elysium. What's up, Vera? What's up, Issa? Versus the underworld. They call it heaven and hell, which is fake. That's man-made. Elysium is where you have to be pure. Like this is why I tell you, you must have a connection to God Almighty and be your authentic self. That is the only two keys that's gonna get you to your promised land, which is Elysium, the land of Elysium. This is where you ascend to your highest potential. That's what it's called. It's not called a promised land. Remember I said I was going to come up with a new word for promised land because now people trying to use that, these fake ass tarot readers. So they can't use this illusion because they feet, their bloodline. None of them have ever touched this area. So for them to know about it, it's cap because it's sacred. You don't hear nobody around the world speaking on this because it's a realm they'll never reach. They bloodlines, their ancestors ain't reach it because they got tricked, whatever. We ain't gonna go that deep. But at the end of the day, the cosmic beings, the galactics is what I'm going to call them. They'll get ready, and as I said, that they started fire on this movie. They get ready to tear some shit up. Remember I was telling y'all about Big Mama? Let me turn this down. Remember when I was telling y'all about Big Mama, right? She like the mother, the blue lady. Remember when I told y'all we was in that lab? See, this is why when people tell you something, later on, it should be in alignment. Everything should be in alignment. People that's been rocking with me since sliced bread, y'all are seeing the alignment. So you know I'm not trying to create alignment or fake alignment. You're seeing it, right? Remember I told y'all, I said, oh shit, this is how you know when people are fake because you're supposed to be able to do it on live, like physical, walk up to people. These are the ones that's actually chosen because we have that ability. Remember when I told y'all I was in that lab? I said, oh shit, they got the big mama, the blue lady. Didn't I tell y'all that? Baby, let me tell y'all something. She done went back to her fucking habitat or whatever the fuck you want to call it, her fucking environment. When I mean the motherfuckers, the portal under the ocean is open. When I mean her and her people coming through, y'all seen the movie Avatar? That's the best way to describe what they look like, but they don't necessarily look like that. That's just to give you a visual, because I know people like to go by visuals. That's why I deal with the cards. Um, those blue things. And they are a descendant of that. I was calling it an alien, but I don't even want to call it an alien. But it's That blue thing done went and got their people. So they're coming from, which is the top, but it's called the bottom, like the bottom of the ocean. That's where they coming from, right? The Anunnaki is coming through the confinement because remember just a few days ago, right? I told y'all I had seen a vision, right? And it was like where the confinement broke, and on top it was like another world. Let me tell y'all how crazy this shit is. Cause I said, oh shit. These motherfuckers, cause what you call it was showing me that it was like glitchy, like a glitch. Chris Brown got this damn dance that he do when he be like two tone bust down like whoa, and then he be like boom boom boom. Welcome out of smoke. It's like when he go like tha tha, he does this thing where he on the microphone. It's like he do a like a glitch, but it's a dance move that he does on purpose. When they showed me that shit, I already knew what it was because y'all know Chris Brown be putting like aliens, rocket ships. Of course he do little skulls and bones and shit too, but y'all know that he does that alien shit, right? So when they had did that boom boom boom, it's like he was summoning them to come. Like these, I'm calling them the fucking good. I'm calling them the fucking galactics. Fuck that, galactic beings. And on one of my songs, I say I got a galactic high. I'm telling y'all, shit about to pop off because the fake elite. I don't know if they trying to create a diversion, like a distraction, but it's fake because these motherfuckers said when they was all huddled up, they was like they gotta get here before it pop off. Like they ain't say it like that, but that's what I took the energy as before it get real, like before it pops off. When we was in this little area, they were playing harps, like strings, right? And then I was like, who is this man? Because I didn't know who the fuck he was. It was like a spirit, but you could tell it was a flesh one time. But the spirit had came through. It's like a like smoke or like wind. It had came through. And I was like, who the fuck is this? It's familiar. So they had showed me Michael B. Jordan. So when they showed me Michael B. Jordan, I said Apollo Creed. Apollo. That's the Lear. I'm telling y'all, like, shit about to get really, really, really. Either you go into the underworld or you go into the Elysium. I told y'all want that 144 gene activated, and I told you anything that's a lie, the truth will be revealed behind it. Before it's all said and done, all truth and justice will be revealed. Truth will be revealed and justice will be due. And then somebody saying that maybe P. Diddy did something with the fake elite. It don't matter if he did something or not. God Almighty, don't try to take God Almighty credit. God put everybody in a crossfires that thought that they was gonna put other people inside the crossfires. And the fake elite, I said, once you get sought out by God Almighty, they gonna discard you. Why would they hang on to you? So at the end of the day, the scan's been in. Y'all don't know how the world goes. A new one goes away and a new one is a new one is created and another one and the old one goes away. I do apologize. Let me get out this movie. This lady is stabbing this nigga all in his back while he crawling up the steps. And Archangel Michael said, what is the irony of that? Like y'all nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. If you've been doing evil or wicked shit, you about to I'm trying to tell you, y'all about to be in a rude awakening. Like they showed us like the fake elite had some shit where I don't know y'all like they had the fake zombie apocalypse. They had all this shit. It was like it's like the people who roll with God Almighty, you're gonna be protected because your mental and your mind space, you're gonna vibrate. You're gonna vibrate so high that you're gonna see that it's fake. But the people who low vibration, they're gonna freak out because they're gonna think, I don't know. They ain't gonna be able to tell the real from the fake. That's why I tell y'all to vibrate high. You need to vibrate high. You need to. Like, when you, like, y'all, listen, anytime I drop something, they'll probably wait a few days, a week, or a month, and then they'll make it seem like they done ascended. Like, remember that girl that I said that Oswald, whatever? She said that she said she got accepted into the divinity school, right? What are the odds? That's what I'm telling you. Like, these witches, they're showing themselves. If you would do anything just to lie and say that you got into something, knowing that you didn't, or to say that this and that, stay away from these witches, y'all. I'm telling you, they're trying to get your mental in some type of fucking entrapment. God Almighty would never tell none of God Almighty's prophets to tell you to go and praise Jesus when the name is Yeshua. Remember, if you go over there to the in Africa and look at the ancient history, there was no J's. So how the fuck? So why would 144 on the clock, that 144 gene activation? Why would God Almighty tell you to praise something that we didn't even have no knowledge about? It wasn't even a trace of this. Jesus didn't get created to 6,500 years ago. Let's 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 keep that a band. Yeshua been around for eternity. Even in that, and can't nobody say I'm capping because it says that in that Bible. Whoever follow Jesus, I'm telling you, you will not get to the Elysium. You gonna get to heaven, which is make believe, and you gonna figure out what the fuck that is. Cause I'm telling y'all, these bitches is going out sad to be fake prophets. And like the energy, the frequency is speeding up. So you're gonna see a lot of people do shit outside their norm. That's because they was trying to suppress the witch or the warlock that's inside of them. I'm telling you, because when we went up in there, for those of you who my age and up, it's a movie, right? And I referenced this movie before, where it's this white little boy and it's this group of witches, and they turn him into a mouse. They was showing me that I'm melting. When they was busting and shit, like it was a witches convention that they was having with warlocks. It was like one group had witches like the women, and the other room had like damn warlocks. It was male witches, like that's what they're called. And they were busting like green goo, all this shit. Someone was turning into ashes. um they, it's like they avatar fell off and they look like, y'all go and watch that movie or watch a clip. I can't think of the name of the movie, y'all, but that's what's getting ready to happen to them. It's like the frequency done sped up. So it's like they're not secretly telling on themselves, because if you vibrate high you catch it. Like a person that vibrate high, as soon as you start telling them or referencing them that they gotta pray to Jesus or go through Jesus, they don't want to fuck with you no more. That's a key point that you're not woke, that you don't vibrate high. When they tell you that they went to divinity school, a high vibration person already know that's for ascended masters, which you are none. An ascended master can tell you about Elysium because you must master ascension. People who master ascension knows about Elysium. You want to know why? Because that's a place. We are fucking immortal. Remember when I came on here last year and I told you I was immortal and people were laughing. And then I even gave you a 3D example to tell you. And it was only because I was in that car. I had a homegirl, an ex-homegirl, and she was driving doing donuts in the car. She drove us. Well, I jumped out the car and told her don't do donuts no more. And she had did them anyway when I got back in the car. She drove us through a fence. The car was going in on my side and this dude's side. And I promise you, God Almighty, this is what I told my mama and told them. I said, it was like a hand, but it looked like wind, bruh. Smacked the tail end of the car and made the car flip, so we went straight like nosedive into the cement, because it was like a little thing that had water in it, like a little ditch. And the dude Spider-Man up the wall. Not a scratch, not nothing. I got this little lump over my little belly, but it went away unharmed, untouched. And I told my mama that. And then I had like this dream where it was a premonition where God Almighty was showing me, but I didn't know until like now I'm spiritual. God Almighty told me wherever your energy is at, it is that area is protected. I'm telling you, land of ascension. God Almighty said it was like one thing that I went through, and it was showing me that I was immortal. And then they also showed me something in Hercules, where where like if you get put in a plane and something happen, you can get untouched or you're gonna survive. Like you cannot die, right? This is that 144 gene that I'm telling y'all about. That's what makes you fucking immortal. If it do not activate, you do not go to the land of Elysium. The land of Elysium is where we go. It's peaceful, it's joy, it's happy. Remember I was telling y'all about the fourth D? Don't fucking play with me. I'm not like these fake ass motherfuckers. If you listening to me, you're gonna sin and you're gonna get to where the fuck you need to go. Everybody has their own promised land. When I was telling y'all that I was the teacher, right, of divination, I could feel the energy where it was jealousy and envy, where people were mad. Like she said she did, she said she did, she keep what? You have different past lives, right? When I say I created divination, I didn't create your bloodline divination. I didn't create their bloodline divination. Listen, the women that came to me, this is why I tell y'all the women are the matriarch. It's important what type of woman a man gets. This is divine order by God Almighty. They learned divination, but through their own energy. What am I doing with y'all right now? And when I first came on here, started my YouTube, teaching you how to protect yourself through your own energy, teaching you divination, but through your own energy, but through sacred energy with the power that's within you, right? So you know I'm not lying. Everything that I've been telling you or who I was in a different past life, it shows in this lifetime through a scenario or whatever. Like I'm highly intelligent. I'm very wise. Listen to what I'm telling y'all, right? So with these women, they set off and they met the other divine masculines. Whether it was one divine feminine could have met one when he was low. One could have only met one when he was high vibe. It depends on their timeline, their soul contract, basically, right? And these women got all this knowledge. So when they go and they create their own family and people try to throw stuff, the woman is spiritual. She knows exactly what the fucking do or how to protect. And she passes that shit down to her kids because the woman is with the kids. She teaches the kids. Like when you figure out who you are, I'm telling you, you can maneuver and move better within your purpose. I'm not here to gatekeep. When I told y'all I'm a gatekeeper of knowledge, that don't mean I'm going to keep it away from y'all. That's the negative energy. I'm positive. That means I'm gatekeeping it for only gods and goddesses, divinity. So when it's meant for me to put it out, people who are not a god or a goddess, when they try to do it or listen or try to take heed or try to intimidate it, or I mean not intimidate it, like try to mimic it, they get their ass fucked up. Like I'm telling you, is we move with integrity. People that don't move with integrity, they're not of us. Like I'm telling y'all, this shit right here, yeah, people gonna wish that they fed the good. You must be pure. This one clip that I seen, some dude was like, "We all got evil in us." No, the fuck we don't. We got feminine and masculine energy, right? And then you got good and bad. Evil is not in nobody but Satan's children. When I mean you can do bad, somebody can come up and they can pick on you. Then you can go back and embarrass them, right? That's bad. You will get punished for it, but you won't get removed like your bloodline won't get removed. Evil is somebody who will go out and see this person walking and shoot them, hit them with a car, or try to do spell work or voodoo. Nobody has that in them, but Satan's like like I'm describing it in a way for you to get it. Because people say bad is bad. Yeah, and evil is evil. Evil and bad is totally two different things. Like if somebody said something to you and you smack them, that's bad. Like somebody told you to shut up and you smack them, that's bad. That's not evil. Somebody told you to shut up and you shoot them in the head, that's evil. Like you better off just smacking them. Know the difference. Like do not let society tell you something different. I know the energy behind stuff. When somebody, when somebody, like remember when I was telling y'all like with my situation with my car, right? Let me tell you something. You can tell when somebody getting karma, when somebody not. Listen, when somebody, because y'all need to understand this. In order for y'all to understand it, either you gonna see it through somebody else or you gonna go through it. A lot of us done already went through it. We just ain't recognized that we went through it. Listen, when people, evil people, wicked people, bad people, when people try to cause you harm, speak negative shit or whatever, God Almighty will come through and protect you. Like, I'm telling you, like, people who get karma, they don't get protected at all. They get left out. This is why I tell y'all to keep the faith and trust the process. When your back get pushed against the wall, don't throw a temper tantrum, don't have a cry fest, don't do none of that. Instead, build your faith. Talk more to God Almighty. Look yourself in the mirror and speak your affirmations. Stand on business. You feel me? Get a grip on it. I got a song where I say, if you can get a grip on life, then you control it. Get a grip on it. This how you get a grip on it. You really need to. I'm telling y'all, because you want to go to this land. I'm telling you. And when I start hearing people speak on it, it don't matter if it's terror community or whatever. I know where they got it from. No one is speaking on this. You want to know why? This is very sacred. Even the fake elite. The fake elite think it's make believe because they couldn't even find no, like they got some scripts where people were speaking on it, but not too many of the gods that they thought were gods spoke on it. So they thought this was make believe. They think it's a fake ass realm. But people like me know it's not fake. That's why I'm sitting here and telling y'all. That's why I kept saying promised land. God Almighty kept saying you're gonna see people copy you. I did a vocabulary of words like a glossary. And every time I hear these words within a reader or whatever, that's how I know they started saying promised land. Like, wasn't nobody saying that because they didn't know. Like, I'm not saying nobody knew about a promised land, but they wasn't referencing it in their readings the way I'm referencing to how they referencing it now. So I'm using the correct word, which is the Elysium. None of these bitches that's in the tarot community will ever reach that. Because you must be connected to God Almighty, which they not, and you got to be your authentic self. And they can't tell you that they connected to God Almighty. Anything that's connected to God Almighty is his authentic self. Because if you're not your authentic self, there's no way in the hell you can connect to God Almighty. God Almighty did not create your fake self. Now what? People be fake. They be acting like they this and they that just for views, likes, recognition. Walk it like you talk it. I bet you they won't be in illusion. I tell you that. I know exactly where they going. Underworld. Y'all call it hell. And I told y'all heaven and hell wasn't real. If heaven was real, then there wouldn't be no such thing as reincarnation. How you got reincarnation and heaven? So what you mean tell me a select group of people go to heaven and then a select group of people go to reincarnation? Let me tell you what it is. They gave y'all falsified words, make believe vocabulary. They took something real and flipped it. You go to Elysium. If you get to go to Elysium, then that means you succeeded here, right? If you do not succeed here, you get reincarnated and you do it all over again. And you do it in the energy. It's like this thing is like a cycle. It happens only here on earth. So you must ascend from it. Those who don't ascend, they keep getting reincarnated. And that's why they say history repeats itself. Only here in this realm. And the ones who be wicked, they get removed permanently. They don't get a reincarnation. They don't get a promised land. They don't get none of that. They get a fuck up out of here. Some of them go to the underworld. So for us, it's either illusion or reincarnation. For them, it's underworld or permanently removed. With that soul contract, they ain't read the fine print. Cause if they did, they would have went. They would have fed the good. Like them galactic people, they're coming because the fake elite trying to Remember I told y'all about the grades, right? Remember when I said that they teamed up with the grades to get information to get all this stuff, right? And remember when it was one realm that we went to, and I said that's what the fuck they get, and I was like, hey. And then when I came back, I got on live and I told y'all exactly. Well, not I ain't tell you everything because I had to withhold with information because people be lying and shit. Remember when I told you God Almighty took they home? So let me tell you what they did. And then I said on one of those lives, I said they was gonna try some shit. I said, but they better not. And I said, knowing them, they gonna do what? Bite the dust. So let me tell you what they did. They came up with this dumbass plan where they're gonna take their spaceships, actual spaceships from the graves, right? That's why they ain't got no home now. Goody. You fuck face weasels. And they're gonna try to, cause it's entertainment. Everything is entertainment for them, or it's like an illusion. They're gonna create the biggest movie script, like for real, for real. They're gonna have holograms, like y'all remember when Tupac was on stage with Snoop Dogg, but it was the Tupac hologram, and Snoop Dogg didn't want to get near it because it looked too surreal. That's what they about to do. Remember when I told y'all about the blackout? Like I seen all of this. And I was putting two together, but God Almighty would not let me put the puzzle together because of evil. And that's crazy, like, because it's evil in a fake elite like the government, and then it's evil in its terror community. That's why God Almighty just gonna throw it all away. Like, throw it away. Like, I'm telling you, dispose of it. Because nobody in this bitch is authentic. Ain't that crazy? And can't nobody say that they are, because when we was, I'm telling y'all know I'm nosy. When God Almighty say stuff, I believe God Almighty. But before God Almighty green checked it, I went to go look. And I'm telling you, it ain't none of them. I'm not saying all of them do witchcraft or voodoo. No. When you don't be your authentic self, one of them will see another reader with certain tarot decks, and then they'll go and get them instead of allowing their spirit. What do I tell y'all the third component is? I say let stuff happen naturally. They don't let it happen naturally. The reason why they went to go get a deck is because they saw another reader with it, instead of allowing a spirit to call them to the deck. Know the difference between forcing something and letting something happen naturally. When your spirit say, hey, get this deck, you're going to be in alignment with the deck. It's going to work with you because your spirit called you to it. That means what's for you is for you. You law of attraction. When you go get a deck because you think it's cute, or you see another reader with it that's top tier or whatever, you're forcing it. Now do you understand why I tell y'all to let stuff happen naturally versus forcing? And usually when you force shit, you put yourself in a situation that was never for you to begin with. Because what's for you will come to you naturally. I'm not about to get on here and tell y'all no lies. Y'all better start opening up that third eye. Fuck them two eyes. Because the two eyes, 2020, the rose-colored glasses was removed by God Almighty. You didn't even have to pull them off. Some of you guys put them bitches back on. But God Almighty took everybody's glasses off. Once the glasses was off, it was our job to keep them off. So if you got those rose-colored glasses back on, and a lot of them, as soon as God Almighty took them off, they put them right back on. You can't feel sorry for them. You can't save them all, and that's not our job. That's God Almighty. You can only save the people that's meant for you to save. So when I can't save somebody, I don't give a fuck. It wasn't meant for me to save them. They wasn't inside my file. When it comes to this divination, I bet you money on it. 2:02 on the clock. Y'all gonna start listening to me, because the further we get, the further we get, you're going to see that I'm the only motherfucker with the key. And what I be saying, by then I pray it's not too late, because there's no need to cap. I'm telling y'all, when I'm sitting here telling you, when you connected to God Almighty, you're gonna get what you need. Don't ever copy nobody. Be your authentic self. If somebody dislike you for something stupid, don't chill with them. Kick them to the curb. Being authentically you is more important than masking a fake ass friendship, masking a fake ass of family ship. If don't nobody like you, Like, that's mental patient behavior. Somebody will say they don't like you, but chill with you. That's a mental patient. A lot of y'all got mental patients inside y'all circles and don't even know it. What's up, Husto? What's up, Vera? What's up, Beauty? What's up, Miss Sanders? I do apologize, y'all. I ain't even see y'all. I wasn't reading the comments. I told you, Husto, somebody was going to ask you for some damn money. Listen, y'all, when I get on here and I tell y'all something, anybody, just listen, anybody, you may not see it, right? You might not even know who it is. Don't focus on that, because then you're going to miss what it is. Y'all remember who stuff was going, I ain't giving nobody no fucking money. I ain't about to deal with no leech. I never said that he dealt with leeches. I never said he was going to get nobody money. My job here is to warn you or to embrace you, to prep you for it. Only God Almighty can see what's coming next. And when I tell you something, I'm just here to help you. Now, Husto, we go back and forth. We just be playing this shit. It's all love here. You feel me? But that's the second time. First, it was that damn crystal. Now, that hoe asked you for some money. I told you. Nah, you the truth, baby. I promise. Nah, don't try to say I'm the truth now. Nah, I'm just playing y'all. Husto, I always said that. Nah, but listen. I'm glad that I'm not glad the girl asked you for some money, but I'm glad that it happened, because the more and more it happens on live, people can see just in divine time, and just wait. I'm telling y'all, my messages are the truth because I'm in my truth and I'm connected to nothing but the truth. Therefore, it's gonna be truthful. Like with Miss Denise, I know everybody kept saying she keep giving her the same reading. That's why I'm telling y'all, like for real, for real. If I and y'all can tell that I fuck with y'all, right? I'm telling you how. It's not about no money. It's not about being right. It's not about being the first one. It's not about none of that. It's really about you getting what is due to you, and that is it. But in order for you to get that, I know the requirements. Connection to God Almighty, high vibe. You not about to tell me, because I done went through this. I done did this and then achieved it. So I'm not here for reincarnation. I'm here to help you ascend. Me coming back is not being reincarnated. Y'all are reincarnated. You feel me? Because you ain't get it right. So you better, I don't know, y'all better do something. If you a god or a goddess, you ain't got nothing to worry about, because I'm not going to leave you hanging. Once you step outside the covenant, then you left hanging like nuts, saggy ass nuts, old nuts to a 70-year-old. Y'all better be eating fruits that yield seeds. If it's seedless, then it's needless. You need to be drinking alkaline water. Make sure you getting vegetables. Make sure you're fasting, eating in moderation. Don't engage in stuff that you know is negative. If somebody gossip and you know you don't gossip, don't engage with them people. I'm telling you, the people that sit here to help God Almighty people are powerful. Remember when I told y'all some of them blue? Remember when I told y'all some of them is just bright? They got a light. Like when you see them, they're gonna even like fuck with y'all vision, right? But not to the point where it's gonna fuck with a low vibe. Like you gonna know that these people is bright. Remember when I told y'all I ascended and I got that glow man, and I said he glow. I'm used to their glow because I've been around one of them. You've been around one of them, then your eyes is like then your eyes is a minister for the rest. Even if somebody vibrate, I mean, even if somebody glow higher than his, you see what I'm saying? I do apologize, y'all. This dude just got his hand stuck with a knife. But all these people, they're only gonna help high vibe. This is why I tell y'all everything that you need to know. Everything. If God Almighty tell me, hey, tell him this, I'm gonna tell y'all. That's why I tell y'all, don't ever fake the funk. Don't ever lie, because once you do that, you block yourself. People don't know this. I'm telling you, they can't tell you this. If you say, oh, I can see this, and you really can't see it, you'll never be able to see it. And people tell you that the cycle come back for you to see it. No. The only way that cycle come back is if you get reincarnated. That's the way you cleanse stuff. So this is why I tell you, don't fake no folk, be authentically you. That's another gem and jewel I had to drop on these frauds. Acting like they know some shit and don't know nothing. Out here giving y'all falsified knowledge. Saying stuff but making it sound good. And then you got a group of they damn community following them talking about you the truth. No, you gonna see who the truth is. Calling a lot of truth in this frequency. Shit. This is why I'm telling y'all the stuff that I'm telling you, because you can get attached and get fucked up through somebody else shit. Somebody out here lying, telling them that they did this and they didn't, or to follow this, and it's not the truth. By you following it, do not think that God Almighty gonna protect you and be like, oh, well, you didn't know. This is the awakening, meaning you should have known better. So stop listening to society thinking that God Almighty gonna be like, oh, well, no, you didn't know, so let me know. Stop listening to them. The more the merrier. You gotta ask yourself this: a person that ain't got shit to lose will help you lose your shit, right? These people ain't got shit to lose. So if you thinking for a second that they're gonna tell you something that's gonna save you, it's cap. From the time I started my channel, I don't have no reason to lie to you. I'm only giving you shit that can't nobody else give you, so you know I'm not capping. I don't get nothing from you guys. I don't get your intuition, and no tea, no shade. I don't want y'all intuition. You see how mine is. Why the fuck would I want anybody else's? I don't want your damn abundance. I have my own. These people ain't got shit to lose. They don't got an intuition. They don't got an abundance. But you putting them on a pedestal. You don't put me on a pedestal at all. I'm just a teacher. And when people come to me and they be like, Britt, no, 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 no. Only thing we put on the pedestal is who? God Almighty. That is it. All of us is great. At this point, I'm just a teacher that's awakened and you guys are asleep. Let's just say it like that. It's gonna get to a point where you awaken, right? And then bada bing, bada boom. Oh, that Italian shit. That's it. We're gods and we're goddesses. We're all equal. Everybody got different gifts, different skills, but that's the beauty of us, because everybody's different for a reason, because everybody got a part to play. Nobody is left out. And you know it's a divine fact, because what do I be saying? If you roll with God Almighty is not going to leave you hanging to 11 on the clock. Everybody got their own gift. If you not your authentic self, then how the fuck you going to play your part? Y'all got to understand, we are teammates. We're not opponents. So why would I get on here every day, or the times I get on here, and tell you a lie? I even tell the opponents, hey, y'all gonna get fucked up. We on the same team. I need you to be authentically you. I need you to. I need you to love yourself from your crown down to your root. I need you to talk highly of yourself. I need you to cut off what don't serve you. I need you to put that Almighty behind that God. I need you to be happy. I need you to be cheerful. Why? Because I'm the one who created this. I know what it takes in order to activate what you need. Nobody else outside of me is only God Almighty. Even Archangel Michael can't even tell you this. And this nigga said she not cap, because it's my job, meaning only what God Almighty created me with. Nobody else has what I have. I'm one of one. Let me tell y'all this so you can feel cocky, right? Because they be saying we cocky. No, it's confidence. But listen to this. God Almighty made each and every one of us guys and goddess individually, right? So that means nobody can find another you. Listen, I need this to talk to your spirit. So when somebody cuts you the fuck off, let them cut you the fuck off. They'll never find you and nobody else unless they fuck with you. Y'all see why I don't, when people it's not highly, but it does happen. Like somebody be like, oh, I don't want to fuck with you. I don't give a fuck, bitch. It's only one me. Bye. Bye. When you know you pure and you know what you bring to the table, we're not talking about materials. I'm talking about, because listen, people fuck with you when you got it all. Those be fake people. You can't decipher unless you got a discerning spirit, right? The people who you want to gravitate towards is the people that fuck with you when you ain't got shit, when you in the dark, right? Those are the people you fuck with because those are the people that are genuine. Listen, when you go out and you be winning this shit, I'm gonna be a cheerleader and I'm gonna celebrate, right? But anybody, even the people that dislike me, they'll tell you this is why that one of one, that one of a kind. When people is sad, I come in and I go above and beyond to make sure you happy. And even if you not sad, being around me, you're gonna be happy. When people that try to do me dirty and they get put, because God Almighty put them in a clumsy ass nigga slip and fall into a death trap. Like I put an angel in front of you and this how you acted. Now let me put you in a situation where you're going to be reminded of that angel. Because now they say it and they don't got nobody to cheer them up. But then they remember who used to cheer them up. Who? Me. And that could be you possibly. I'm just speaking for me as an example. So take heed of that. Remember, you're not anybody, you're somebody. Y'all walking around here acting like y'all peasants, you guys and goddesses. Act as such. Oh, I don't want to fuck with you no more. I don't give a fuck, bitch. Bye. What was you doing for me anyway? What was you doing for me? You wasn't a cheerleader because you was too scared that I was going to surpass you. You ain't support shit. Like, what was you doing? Exactly. That's why when I cut people off, I don't give a fuck. You don't hold no weight but dead weight anyway. Cut them off. Remember, you're going to the land, you're going to Elysium for your bloodline and for yourself. Not for who like you, how they like you, or how people see you. If you thinking like that, you're going to get skipped and you're going to get left. Think highly of yourself. Like Dame Dash said in the video, don't tell me to be humble because I'm the only one that's going to tell myself that I'm great. Remember like last year when I was telling y'all that and then I was speaking on it now. That's why I tell y'all, a person that tell you to be humble, they want you to be humble. Why would you be humble when you the only one that's pouring into yourself? And you might got a few people that's like me, that's in your corner that actually cheer you on. And for those of you who keeping it real with yourself and know you ain't got nobody like that, why would you be humble? Of course you the best of the best. Of course you can do this and that. Stop letting society teachings make you be little when you a God. Y'all about to see these Bigfoot, 7 foot, 8 foot, 100 foot, 10 foot, 1,000 feet people. And you out here thinking that you a speck and this is what you come from? Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. Somebody tell you like you done worked on a car, right? And you done did some shit. They said, okay, nobody fixed that transmission on there. Man, that car just been sitting. Oh, you can't do it. And you get in there and change that damn transmission. Oh, we knew you could. No, don't let you gonna have people that tell you that you can't do something, right? But it's always based off of themselves or the next motherfucker. Stay a fuck away from them. Those are people that count you out. Those are people that isolate you and try to put you in a box with the rest of the motherfuckers. You want to be surrounded by people that see the good in you. Had I been in that circle, and I heard, oh well, this shit been said for 20 years. Well, I don't give a fuck. Elroy gonna get this shit. That's them niggas. That's how I talk. You don't have that type of person in your corner. You have the ones who saying, man, this car been sitting for 20 years because couldn't nobody get it. Can't nobody crack it. Instead of being around people who saying, well, they gonna get it done. Don't compare them to them. Don't put them in the same bracket. See what type of people you're hanging around. Are they motivating you or are they discriminating against you due to other motherfuckers? Y'all be letting people opinions that don't even consist of who you really are dictate something that's not even of you. And what I mean by that is somebody can think you a loser and you really a winner. Like what the fuck? How they opinion go overpower the truth, meaning that you be winning. You letting people get inside your head, energy manipulation, a negative energy transfer. And instead of you returning energy back, you kept it. So now you in your head thinking you a loser when it's been proven that you a winner. You can go inside your room and got a room of trophies. You can get accolades, all this shit. But just because they're one person, this is why I get on this YouTube. That's Satan's son or daughter. People that come from where we come from, they speak like this. Well, we don't give a fuck. You can do it. Go ahead. Don't listen to them. Cut them off. And then your inner child, or what you lacked as an inner child, you let that come out. Instead of letting the inner child come out when you were happy. That inner child come in, oh yeah, my mama told me I wasn't shit and I was abandoned, all this, whichever it is. Like, stop letting the negative side of things come out and let the positive side come out. The positive aspect of an inner child is being free spirited, living your life the way you want to, always laughing, being playful, right? When you got somebody that's like that talking down on you, the negative side of your inner child come out. And that's what mainly what was either traumatizing for you, what scared you, what made you feel small, low self-esteem. Know the difference. But you really couldn't know the difference or take a step back until you had somebody of my caliber make you harness in on it, make you really think and elevate your mind. Even if you're not engaging in high vibe shit, every time you come here, you're going to get high vibe things. You're going to get knowledge. I'm not going to withhold anything. All I need you to do is make like a sponge. I'm H2O, but not that fake shit. Absorb. Knowledge is power. You can only use my knowledge for good. When I set out to do divination, that's why these fake elite, that's how I know their divination is fake. They take something, the sacredness of good, and try to create bad stuff. We didn't light up no fucking candles. We didn't use cords. You feel me? We didn't use love spells. I know we didn't, because I'm the creator. God Almighty said, hey, in one of my lifetimes, this is your purpose. You can't be over here fucking with them. You got to teach a whole group. Man, like, what kind of, man, get the fuck out of here. Every lifetime, you start off, you be ignoring it. Everybody do. But then it grabs you by the back of your fucking neck like Melvin did fucking Jody. Mama, yeah, cry for your mama, nigga. You feel me? And you can't escape it. You saw Jody couldn't get out that chokehold. And when it get to that point, it's like it sucks you in. But then you need a person like me to come in, because you have these people who tap into shit that they ain't got no business tapping into, and they go crazy, or they see this. I don't know. When you tap into something that's for you, you're going to be calm, cool, and collected. So if you tapping into some shit, that's what I'm telling you. It's not for you. God Almighty, you only experience chaos to a sin. If you never was put in a situation where you had to exude strength, then you would never be strong. You see what I'm saying? So whatever you get, whatever you're put in, you're gonna get through it. It's for you to ascend. If you're not getting through it, it's not meant for you to ascend. That's karma. Back to my alternator. Some people get their car fucked up and they have to wait months, weeks. Y'all know. Don't it's people right now that's like, damn, she got her car fixed and I'm still waiting on mine. My shit didn't sit within 20, not even 24 hours. I'm not being cocky. I'm not being arrogant. I'm bragging about God Almighty, and this is nothing but God Almighty. Granted, I have physical people, but that's God Almighty. God Almighty said, oh, I got a trick for that ass. I'm not the only person. I'm just the only one here talking. A lot of y'all could type in the comments where something happened to you, 222, definitely can, and you knew it wasn't them but God Almighty that was covering you. People do stuff to me, right? And God Almighty will come through. If God Almighty don't come through, I know what to do. That's because I've been doing this. Oh, I need to meditate. I go in meditation and I get the answers. I know who to go to, who to ask, whatever. Instead of going like the old me. And I wouldn't go into meditation. I go ask somebody. Then I'll be asking the wrong motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? Do what works for you. You will never know what works for you if you're not trying to do what works for you. You trying to do what everybody else do, or what's being repeated. The teacher has spoken. I'm telling you. I give you the tools that you need. You just put the work in. If I'm telling you, hey, this is how you cleanse yourself, this is how you protect yourself, this is what you need, da 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 da. All the stuff that I'm telling you is natural stuff, and it don't cause harm to yourself, nobody else, to take away nobody free choice of will. I tell you to have a connection to God Almighty, number one thing. I tell you to be your authentic self. I tell you if it's seedless, then it's needless. I tell you to feed the good. I tell you if somebody down on the ground, you don't kick them while they down, and you don't lay down with them. You extend your hand and lift them up. I tell you to have a discerning spirit so you don't get tricked by evil, right? Everything that I've been telling you, when have I ever pushed you towards a negative agenda? I haven't, and I'm not. When you know how to do, that's why I can't wait for y'all to get in your purpose, because then you're going to be like, I know exactly what Brittany was saying when she like, I know how to do my job. It's some shit that y'all do right, and you just be like, on days, I don't know how I did it, but I just did it. That's because you know how to do your job. When it's your job, you're gonna know. Even when you think you don't know, you're going to know. It can say, you got to get to this door and do this. You'll be like, oh my God, oh Almighty, I don't know. As soon as you get to that door, you just be like, what the fuck? I just knew what to do. You don't get to that point because you psych yourself out or you allow others to psych yourself out. Remember, I'm a person that don't psych themselves out and don't allow others. So when I get to that door, I get to experience it. Therefore, I can come back and tell you, you a person. That's why I tell you, be real with yourself. Either you psych yourself out, which is self-sabotage, or you allow others. Be real with yourself. And if you allow either of the two, that don't make you less. That's making you aware of what psychs you out so you won't allow it to psych you out. I'm not here to belittle you. I'm here to belittle evil and negative people, not people who are my teammates. If I belittle you, then you ain't gonna want to be my teammate. You're not gonna want to help fight the good fight, right? Okay then. I do apologize. I gotta blow my nose, but I don't like blowing my nose on. That's nasty. So anywho, everything that I'm telling y'all, you got free choice of will. If you're not doing it, that's on you, okay? But when these things pop out, the people who did listen to me, they gonna be glad that they did, cause they gonna see, it's. I'm not here to hurt you. You can't name something that I did that's here to hurt you. I'm not sent here to hurt you unless you evil or negative. So if you going around talking about she here to hurt me or she doing this, all you exposing is that you're evil and negative. That's it. When I see somebody who got knowledge, I don't view them as a threat or a competition. I view them as a teammate. If I go around a billionaire, I'm not a hater. I'm not trying to rob them, steal them, trying to use their sauce and to use their recipe. None of that. I just want to be around that type of energy. But they must feed the good. I like to be around the best of the best. And people say, why you like to be? Because I'm a goddess. If you surrounded by the best of the best, once you wake up and you remember, you're going to be just like me. You're going to be like, oh, I'm surrounded by the best of the best. I only want to be, yeah, because you come from a land of gods and goddesses. That's the best of the best. You only want to be around people that's happy, that really genuinely care for you, that really roots for you. And then when you sad, instead of gossiping or doing stuff, they come to your rescue. Listen to this, y'all. It's a lot of people all over the world that's going through something, whether it's big or small, right? And they can be tough, strong, weak, whatever. Everybody that comes from God Almighty, when you in this 3D plane, not when you in your God or goddess energy, right? In the 3D plane, right? You be wishing, hoping, and I'm using these words for a reason, that somebody come and help you or have your back, love you like this, or da 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 da, right? And the reason why I use wishing and hoping is because you don't get it. I'm telling you how to get it. This is why I promote people to be who they are and do all of this, because somebody on the street is or in a room anywhere, they're gonna need that energy, that vibe. Hey, you know you're beautiful, right? That person was thinking about taking themselves out. And just because I said that they beautiful, them motherfuckers lived an extra week. And being who I am, they're not going to want to take themselves out at all. How do you know that, Britt? Because my energy is powerful. I ascend every day. I'm connected to God Almighty. The more you ascend, the more your energy be, the power is within. When, like, not trying to be funny, Sleepy. When Sleepy go tell Tom, hey, you're beautiful. Well, no. When Sleepy go tell Sabrina, you're beautiful, right? Sabrina listen to him. She'll probably live a week or another month. But when I go up there and tell her she beautiful, she ain't gonna want to kill herself. And I know y'all like, why? It's because I vibrate way higher than Sleepy. So now y'all getting, y'all understanding the energy. The more you vibrate higher, the more potent and powerful your energy be. Sleepy won't look at me and be like, oh, I don't like you because mine only did a week and da 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 da. You know what Sleepy will say? Hey, Brit, I want to ascend higher. What I need to do? That's the difference. Y'all need to get familiar with this side and not that side. You're leaving that side to come to this side. Y'all gotta understand, man. It's not what y'all think it is. I gotta roll up too. I would ask y'all to anybody want to read them, but I ain't bring my cards unless y'all just wanna off the top, cause I can't choose. I know this one girl. I gave her a reading with no cards, and then when we got to the end, she said, "You ain't used not none of the cards." I said, "You want me to use the cards?" She was like, "No, it's okay." I was like, "Are you sure?" Cause that sound like me when I be like, "You gave them more chicken than me." What's up, Alana? Hell yeah, facts. Always doing my best to keep elevating high and staying in high vibrations. You ain't got no choice. I mean, you got free choice of will, but that's why I be telling people shit. You want the good stuff, the stuff that God Almighty said is for you. You better. That's why I tell people, life. Come on, man. People say life be life, and now life is what the fuck you make it. A lot of y'all that say life be life, and it's because you eating death, speaking death, living in death. Them are the only people I know that be saying life be life, man. Because people that roll with God Almighty, you can see something happen to them, their house could have caught on fire. And you see them outside smiling, speaking life in the people. Nigga be like, nigga, you know your house just caught on fire. Like, duh. And people that say that, I would stay away from them. And I know you're like, why? Because how the fuck you see me with two eyes? That's my house. Of course I know it caught on fire. You see what I'm saying? Y'all don't be seeing it, but people's spirits be talking. I'm showing you how they talk on a higher level. This is how I be knowing. Motherfucker be like, you ain't just see your house. Why is you worried about me being happy and cheerful? So you mean tell me your house? So because my house burnt down, I'm supposed to be sad, miserable, and depressed? Is what you telling me? I'm supposed to come over here and transfer negative energy to these people, baby. My misery don't love company, and it's just a house. I get another one. I'm more concerned about me being safe. This is why you don't be connected to materials. Like I'm telling y'all certain shit. You don't be emotionally invested in shit that's not emotionally invested in you. What else? That's why I tell people you can't be around no frauds. The frauds is the fake elite, the grays. Anybody that you see and copying, mimicking anybody, gossiping, stay away from those people. That's not a group that you want to be around. Those people ain't in no realm but here. When you go to, and you got to ask yourself this, when you be having dreams with your premonitions, because we got two people, when you be having your premonitions, you don't be seeing no, you don't be going to no realm where this fuck shit. If you having a nightmare, there's somebody trying to send you negative energy, or you done went into a realm that was unbeknownst to you. You probably ate something that transpired you to go to that realm. You probably was around somebody that put some shit on you. Are you feel me? That's what nightmare comes from. Well, for gods and goddesses. Because the nightmares that come for evil people, that's God Almighty showing them they ass whooping. But you ain't went to no realm. You either see yourself in another past life, or you see your future self. You don't. That's what I'm saying. Telling you, like you don't know. You don't go through no realm and see no evil shit. And y'all know I'm not capping. That's why God Almighty hand selected me. Cause it's not about what y'all think it's about. It's about everybody reaching that destination. That is of us. That's it. When you get to that land and you experience it, you're gonna remember everything that I told you. You're gonna say, everybody over here cool. Don't nobody think they better than nobody. Everybody is their own person. It da da da. I'm telling you, when when Destiny get up and she say I'm the best of the best and I do this and I'm connected to that, don't nobody say who she thinks she is and this is my blood. Like, don't nobody say that. People be like, you better talk that talk, Destiny. You better speak that goddess talk. That's how we be. Destiny walk in the room and say she the most gorgeous woman in the room. We gonna say period on the gay. Ain't nobody gonna be in the room and say you gonna let her say that knowing you. Nobody gonna say that. We don't got none of that. I can look at Destiny and say, girl, you is gorgeous. And she can look at me and say, girl, you is gorgeous. She can flip her hair and I can flip mine and then we can go sit on down. And then break bread. Girl, I was thinking about making these treats right here. Well, you already know me, Destiny. Girl, if you need you somebody to taste it, you feel me? To be the taste tester. Support, support. Like, y'all not on that. Y'all be on there. Oh, she look better than me. Bitch, don't nobody on this motherfucker earth look better than me, baby. Not even fucking Aaliyah. That's the type of mindset you should have, y'all. Come on. And I can be real and be truthful. Aaliyah do look better than me, baby. You know, to some people they say no, and to some people they like, girl, you big girl, you know that. Okay, I said it myself. I'm not a I'm not insecure with myself to say another woman look better than me or she got this more than me. I'm very confident with myself, so therefore when another woman that's better or not better, I don't know. I don't get in that energy. I can salute. She can come in and say, I'm the best looking bitch in here and I don't feel no what I don't even I probably won't even acknowledge it, you feel me? Unless it's on some chilling shit. Girl, you is wearing the fuck out that dress and if somebody in here say otherwise, you wanna jump them? Like I'm that type of person. I'm really am a girl's girl. Like for real, for real. There's no need to hate. And if you a man, like there's no need. When somebody is doing something great, celebrate them. Let everybody be celebrated. Come on now, you ain't gotta take away from nobody's stuff. Oh, what you call it? Just won an award for summa cum laude. Well, you know my son got the bitch. Shut up. Let let fucking Dayton have his moment, okay? Let Dayton have his moment. We don't give a fuck about Bradley. We're talking about Dayton. Like, stay away from people who do that. If we celebrating you, we celebrating you, you only. If we celebrate somebody outside of you, it's because you wanted to celebrate somebody else. Treat it like it's a wedding. You don't want to outshine the bride. Come on, you want to outdo the groom. Like let everybody have their moments and let everybody shine because that creates a low amount of low self. Like people don't be low. I mean, people don't have low self esteem. That creates equal opportunity for everybody. Like everybody get their moment. Everybody get bigged up. You won't have nobody in a cut talking about I ain't ever had people cheer for me. No, you did. Like let's change it up. You feel me? We gonna celebrate everybody. Man, all I did was just sell 10 cupcakes. That ain't that. Hey. You sold 10 fucking cupcakes. Hey, y'all about to throw a party? Throw a party? Hell yeah. What's going on? Nigga, Carlos done sold 10 fucking damn cupcakes. Are you serious? You know that nigga just opened that bakery up. And they was consistent too. Party at my house. Period. Let's link. These motherfuckers really threw you a party because you sold 10 cupcakes and watch that shit go viral. These are the type of friends. What and then those people look they'll start looking at their friends like, what the fuck are y'all? Y'all know Carlos sold 10 fucking cupcakes and they threw this nigga a party. It'll make them want to get new friends. This is the trends that we're starting. This is the shit that we're creating. You feel me? It'll make them be like, what the hell? Oh, we all went on a trip and they paid for it. You mean to tell me one person paid? Yeah, that's the shit that we do because a lot of people were stressed and they seen it and they had the money for it, so they just said and they said we don't gotta pay them back. Where are y'all finding these friends? Y'all hear these sayings? Come on now. That's the type of community that we're building. Girl, you know my damn toilet had fucked up and everybody that was in the community came. Girl, where you stay at so I can get a house or something? Is they got any vacancies? I'm telling you, this is the type of energy. We're gonna not only create it, we're gonna build it. We're gonna fund it ourselves. We're gonna do it everything. So can't nobody say nothing. And if somebody act like they is, we're gonna put foot on necks. Oh, well, you get your ass back to work, Alana. We glad that you stopped in though. But you make sure that you pay them bills, as they would say during the commercials. Well, we gotta go pay bills. But I speak on you working for yourself and only yourself. Period, Pooh. You enjoy your day though. Make sure it's lovely. A lovely day. Lovely day. Lovely day. Don't let nobody, no customer, no boss, nobody, whoever, even if you work for yourself, don't let nobody piss you off. It's almost it's almost halfway through the day. About to made it. You feel me? And if you just now starting your day, then you starting it off right. But y'all, I'm about to get off of here. I just wanted to get on here and get a messages that God Almighty told me to give. Elysium versus the Underworld. When it come to this divination shit and divine, remember y'all remember me saying it, in divine timing, you're going to see that I really created this in divine timing. You're going to see. And I just pray that it don't be too late. Y'all will see my proteges, right? It was somebody that was supposed to be a protege of me, but they ain't do what they needed to do. And they know who they is. They even had surgery. And it ain't nothing negative. It's just they didn't do what they needed to do. So I'm telling you, I already know who these people are. So with that being said, when you see somebody that got something that you lack, don't be a hater. Congratulate that person. Don't ever attach yourself to somebody because you want to get the recipe so you could go off and create food. Don't do that. When you genuinely tell a person what you want and what you need, you genuinely get the results that you want. Don't ever see nobody as a threat. Once you see somebody as a threat, your ass will become a victim. Remember where that came from. Spinks. When you see somebody as a threat, your ass will become a victim. You get them coins, that money, period. Don't let that money make you though. Now I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just that's yay, yay. Let's play it slow. It's the Mac. Don't know how to act. We ain't bumping. We just bumping and banging like it ain't nothing wrong. Get your club. We be clubbing. We be clubbing. Can being a nurse be part of someone's purpose? Duh. You're not working for man. Girl, didn't I tell y'all a long time ago? God Almighty got lawyers, judges, all of that. People that's like veterinarians. Some veterinarians work for themselves. Some work for they. You would start off like that, but then nurses they start opening up their own practices. Some of them get shut down or don't really get funded to make it or get the way it need to because of the government. But that's not working for men. And I know y'all gonna say, how was that not working for men? You work for men. Lies. God Almighty, of course they sign your checks and stuff. But God Almighty keeps you protected. It's a lot of nurses in there that do some shit they ain't got no business doing, like giving out pills when they ain't supposed to, and they get caught. They lose their license. You become a nurse, and God Almighty say, "Hey, go get that person that pill." I'm just making this up, and you give it to him. God Almighty gonna make sure you don't lose your license. That's the difference. When you work for man and you do that, you going to prison or you're gonna lose your license. When you work for God Almighty, you get protected. And I know that don't make sense, but that's the best way for me to explain what I know, like what's in my head. You don't work for man, you work for God Almighty. Cause on your timeline, eventually you go straight from the hospital or wherever you're working and you will set roots somewhere else where you're supposed to be. But you gotta go through whatever you gotta go through working at that hospital. You gotta get the knowledge that you need, interact with certain patients. I don't know. It's just whatever. Okay, that makes me feel better since you said that we need more divine beings in medical. Yeah, but that's still a healer. Like not all nurses and doctors are healers. They think they are, but they not. When God Almighty is directing you and assisting you, you're a healer. Because you can be a nurse that just come in and check vitals, right? And just by you being in that room, you raising their vitals up every time you step in there. Then you got anointment and all that stuff. I even tell them to get into politics. Cause when once we get in these certain rooms that we ain't been in, we change the narrative. If we got more spiritual nurses, then a lot of them won't be following or be scared of the government. But it's best for you to be a nurse anyway. So then when we build our community, we already got us a nurse. Nurse Destiny, we got us doctors, we got our own lawyers, we got our own everything. That's why I tell people, be what you want to be. Like you could be a baker. Well, that ain't no nigga. We need a baker inside this community. They said y'all got 3 bakers. Oh, we got 4. The fuck you mean? Are you sure? Hell yeah, the more the merrier. You know, Tom and them be baking that shit, and they be telling me I gotta pick my pickup up on Tuesday with your ass in there. I can get it on Monday. Let's go. The fuck you mean? Ain't no arguing. Ain't no nothing. Ain't no competition. But we gonna see who baked the best cannolis. Now, if y'all want to do healthy competition, that's cool beans. It keeps you on. Only if it keeps you on your game. Once it start drifting in the anger, jealousy, and all that, which it won't, then it's a problem. I'm just speaking in general. Healthy competition is good. Where 2 bakers be like, we gonna see who baked the best cannoli and go sit out. But you gotta have the stomach for it. And what I mean the stomach is you gotta be able to stomach if you lose. You gotta be able to stomach people saying, hey, your shit is nasty or blah blah blah. Don't set yourself up to fail. If you a person that know you can't handle criticism or losing or people telling you that your shitty, don't you sign up for that type of competition. Remember, I tell you, set yourself up to win. A nigga like me, I'm gonna sit my ass on the side. Girl, your cannoli was dry. Y'all, we gotta do something to make that batter wet. They said it was dry. Girl, you got the best cut. I don't want to hear it. It may be good to you, but that one customer told me it was dry. So because they said it was dry, we're gonna have an alternate cannoli versus the one that we originally made. Damn. Just because that person said it was dry, not only did it make me spark my hunger to satisfy that customer, I done came out with a whole nother fucking cannoli for that customer, which is other customers. They just ain't taste my cannoli yet. Oh, this cannoli tastes dry. I know which cannoli you need. Try this one. Oh, this one on point. I bet it is because I interacted with a customer a long time ago when I was doing a competition. They told me that my cannoli was dry and they inspired this cannoli for people like you. It's all about your mental. If you know, like, that's what I mean by set yourself up to win. A lot of y'all set yourself up to fail, knowing that you hate to lose. Like, and then when you lose, that's what I'm telling you. Like, don't set yourself up for stuff like that. I can take a L. Girl, you lost. I don't give a fuck. This was fun, though. You feel me? Like, be real with yourself. If you're not real with yourself, you can't be real in nothing else. But I'm about to get off of here though. Make sure y'all booking some readings because I need to make some money today, y'all. My tickets, my man, my damn team, Baylor fucked me up. I need to make some money. Usually my damn sheets pop. If they ain't pop. It's either my sheets or my readings. Let's get it. Y'all need to be booking some readings or some therapy sessions. I know y'all sad out there in the world. I pray joy and happiness on y'all though. And the reason why I said I know y'all sad, cause I can feel the energy. I don't know what you're sad about. Maybe your nigga or your bitch left you. Maybe you left your food at home. It could be something simple as you leaving your food at home and you at work. You feel me? Some of y'all could have found out your favorite restaurant was closed. You know, it's something small, but I just feel a little sadness. Cheer up. You feel me? I would tell y'all to get a cheer wine, but they don't taste like they used to. Cause that cheer is gonna cheer that wine. You feel me? That wine is that cry that you be doing. That sadness. Get your cheer wine. And yes, cheer wine, if you see this, I'm gonna need for y'all to send me some bread because I just did a little sponsorship. I just told people when they said to get them a cheer wine because it cheer that wine. And if you use my shit in a commercial, I know I ain't got it copyrighted. I don't need it. Trust me, the only copyright I need is God Almighty. Cause Domino's done already stole my piece of shit. And I said it on the video. I said, watch them drop the breadsticks with the pepperonis on it. Didn't I tell y'all? Go back and look last year. If I really wanted, if I really want to smoke, if I really want to smoke, and they can say legal hell, I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about spiritually, legally. God Almighty just said, just say the word. If I really want to smoke with them, I can have to smoke. I should be getting free pizza. I shouldn't ever have to pay for pizza at all. It don't matter. I should be world known worldwide at all Domino's. And you know what? I think I'm gonna call them. I think I need to fucking negotiate. No need to thank me, beauty. Just because I know you wanted to know the difference between working for man. And I know some of the stuff sound crazy because I know people be like, but that is working for man. No, it's not. Of course you're gonna have to like it's certain jobs set in stone where that's going where you do that, but you're protected so you work for God Almighty. You made people be like, oh, you a lawyer, you work for man. No, they work for God Almighty. God Almighty know that put them in the judicial system physically, but they feed the good. They're a lawyer that help people become innocent. They work for God Almighty. Them be the ones where you be like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Then that lawyer that's real good come out and defend you for free. And what I'm talking about, pro bono. What's her name? Chelsea Christ just whispered that. She said pro bono. Cause I remember that from her reading too. She doing free work. Yep, she just said pro bono. So with that being said, if y'all would like to book a personal reading, therapy sessions, come talk to me. Some of y'all just be want people to talk to. I'm that girl. Therapy session, book a reading. Cause somebody asked me what type of readings I do, so let me give y'all a look. I do couples readings. Couples readings is therapy session, um, um, love readings with the couples. You know, just little stuff like that. I do awakening readings, like if you just tap to your spiritual awakening. Starseed readings. My psychic medium readings are they're not open, but they're very expensive because that's energy, 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 energy. Um, I do every the Akashic readings. Ooh, that's expensive. Um, I do Akashic readings, and those are more so me looking like telling you different past life stuff. Unless you want to see the, never mind. God, I might say the future is closed. That's not funny, but you only can see the past and the present. And the reason why I'm laughing is because I know why the future's closed. Um, I know. What else? I touch your Michael, help a nigga out. I do regular readings, personal readings, love readings, money readings, career readings. Don't ask me should you quit a job. Y'all know I still got the cold case tarot. Those are very expensive. A lot of people been inboxing me. Well, not now, but back then, like last month, 2 months ago, people was inboxing me about certain people that were dying and all this stuff. And it's like cold case where they knew somebody was lying and fraudulent. Yeah, you gotta have bread with that, baby. Um, I do basically all readings. That horn just went off. That was just to give y'all a little something, something. But if you'd like to book a reading, a therapy session, or come and talk to me, please email me at spinkstarot@yahoo.com, or you can go to my business page on Facebook under Spinkstarot. If you would like to send a donation, which is not required but greatly appreciated, you can. I accept Cash App, which has a fee. My Cash App is $ capital S Spinkstarot. My Zelle is spinkstarot@yahoo.com. Shout out Issa and Vera L. Dos Santos for the Western Union. That's a flat out $10 fee because I got to pick the money up, and you must email me if you're doing Western Union for payment. I do not accept Western Union for donation unless it's a certain amount. Um, Whether you book a reading or don't, I still fuck with you as long as you're not evil or negative. If you send a donation or don't, I still fuck with you as long as you're not evil or negative. Ain't none of my services free unless God Almighty tell me. That meaning you can't tell me, don't reach out to me because you feeling some type of pity party. If you evil and wicked, your best bet is to stay away from me because I'm the person that get your ass in trouble. Trying to watch me in secrecy, speeds your karma up. Talking on me, speaking on me, doing anything, it just only fucks you up. I keep telling y'all this, but hey, one day you will learn, but eventually you're not until Anubis and bomb you fuckers. So with that being said, HBBs and divine beings, sending you guys nothing but love, light, peace, joy, healing, and protecting energy. May God Almighty, the Most High, Allah, Source, the Creator, ELOHYM, be with you, within you, and surrounding you. Namaste, gang gang. Hey, when I get to my cards, I'm gonna go live later on to do readings. I think I'm gonna do $40 readings for anybody that wanna do readings on live. Namaste. That'll probably be like around 7:30. Namaste, gang gang.